How is the COMLEX Level 3 COMSAE structured? Imagine preparing for a big test and having a practice exam that closely mimics what you'll face on test day. That's exactly what the COMLEX Level 3 COMSAE is designed to do. It's a self-assessment tool made for osteopathic medical students and residents to see how ready they are for the real exam. The COMSAE stands for Comprehensive Osteopathic Medical Self-Assessment Examination, and the Phase 3 version lines up with the actual COMLEX Level 3 content and format. The exam includes 300 multiple-choice questions, all based on the same clinical science topics tested on the real test. These questions are spread across 7 core competency areas, which cover things like patient care, medical knowledge, and practice-based learning. They also cover 10 clinical presentation categories, such as cardiovascular issues or infectious diseases. The questions are designed to reflect real-world clinical scenarios, but unlike the real exam, the COMSAE does not include clinical decision-making cases. These cases on the actual test involve patient scenarios followed by 2 for questions that test your clinical reasoning skills. The questions are presented in a computer-based format, similar to the actual test. Some questions might include audio, images, or videos to make the experience more realistic. The questions are a mix of straightforward multiple-choice items, and they are proportionally distributed across the competency domains and clinical categories. This helps you identify which areas you're strong in and which need more work. After completing the COMSAE, you get a numerical score. This score gives you an idea of your current knowledge level and how prepared you are to pass the real exam. Keep in mind, it's not an exact predictor of your final score or percentile ranking, but it's a great way to benchmark your progress. From a study perspective, the COMSAE Phase 3 is a helpful tool to find gaps in your knowledge before taking the actual test. It helps you focus your study efforts on weaker areas, especially in foundational clinical sciences. Since it doesn't include the clinical reasoning cases, it's less stressful and more focused on core knowledge. In summary, the COMLEX Level 3 COMSAE is a 300-question, computer-based self-assessment aligned with the real exam's content and structure. It covers key clinical science areas and competency domains, but skips the clinical decision-making cases. It's a practical way to test your knowledge, identify weaknesses, and build confidence before you sit for the actual licensure exam.